It's just reporting the same stuff.
And it's been a dream come true to work with my dad. And learn from his wisdom and insight. You know, he always said I was 99% like him and 1% like my mom. That must be why it feels like I've lost such a huge part of myself. He helped me become who I am. Now y'all know what a generous heart my dad had. He loved to give. But until now, I didn't realize the depth of the personal impact he made on people's lives. Over the last few days, I have marveled at the number of people who have texted me saying things like, "You helped me," or "You believed in me when no one else would." He was also an amazing businessman, a trailblazer for the gospel, and a pioneer in television ministry. But none of that mattered to him as much as having all of us following the Lord and serving alongside him in the ministry. His family is his greatest achievement. And while he will no doubt be remembered for so many accomplishments, his love for people, his commitment to take the gospel around the world, I'll remember him for his tender heart towards the Lord, how he was led by the Holy Spirit, and his relentless encouragement to reach for excellence and live fully for Jesus. Of all the things to miss, what I know I'll miss the most is our special time together. After every round of golf that he would play, I'd get a call on his way home. That was our time. We'd talk about our day. He'd tell me how he played, and he would ask how Judah was doing. I'll especially miss the sound of his voice when he would call me his rage girl. As you might imagine, watching my mom walk through all of this over the last month has been nothing short of incredible. I've never seen such strength and love and devotion. I'm so proud of you, Mom. To see you take up the mantle of leadership in the face of such loss, and to watch your passion for people only go stronger, I'm in awe. We're all standing with you, and we will be right by your side in the days to come. You know, I always thought that I got my strength from Dad, but I'm starting to think maybe I got some of that from you too. I was with my dad every single day while he was at the hospital, and I made him promise that he would fight. And he said, "I'm not going to give up on God." And I would remind him of who he was. I'd say, "You're a husband. You're a dad. You're a poppy. You are a son of God. You are a minister of the gospel. You have so much to live for." And as he neared the end, he said, "I know that God is with me, but he is healing me, and I will declare the works of the Lord." Standing here today, I believe that still holds true. God did heal my dad, and he will declare the works of the Lord as his legacy speaks to the life of his children and his grandchildren. I love you so much, Dad, and I will miss you every day. But I know this isn't goodbye, and I will hold in my heart the certainty of this hope that I will see you again.
Hi together. We're gonna go to Silver Fox and eat steak together. And you know, those nights were so hard. Being strong there, but going and crying after, because it was so hard to see such a strong man going through what he went through. But God was so present with him, and our whole family got to really spend beautiful time with him. And I'll thank God for the rest of my life for that gift that I had with him. And I know that if God called him home, it was for a very, very strong, amazing reason. And one day we'll know, because God's ways are not our ways, but we'll understand someday. And we thank God that we got to enjoy Marcus for as long as we did. Love you, Poppy.
Thank you all for coming today. I know my dad would be so completely overwhelmed to see so many of you. All of his family and close friends, so much of our Daystar team, and all the amazing men and women of God that he admired so much. I can't tell you how honored and touched he'd be to see how loved he was by so many. For me, my dad is probably the easiest person to talk about because he was my favorite person in the whole world. He was fiercely determined, very tender-hearted, and so funny. He always loved making jokes. I remember there's this one moment he was in the hospital. The nurses kept coming into the room to ask him questions, and one of them said, "Mr. Lamb, where are you right now?" And in his true, quick-witted style, he boldly said, "The United
How many
States
kids
of
has he got?
America."
4? All 3?
What is this Leah lady? Leah.
I don't
That was
know.
just my dad.
She keeps posting on
Being himself.
YouTube.
Finding humor
I don't know how
in
to
the
block
most
it.
serious moments.
It's
He taught me so much, especially about what's possible when you have a God-given dream and you put your faith in the Lord to see it through. He came from humble beginnings, but never let his circumstances determine his destiny. When God put a vision for the future in his heart, he and my mom faithfully pursued it. And against all odds, Daystar was
They're just
born.
reporting the same
And
thing.
it's been a dream come true to work with my dad. And learn from his wisdom and insight. You know, he always said I was 99% like him and 1% like my mom. That must be why it feels like I've lost such a huge part of myself. He helped me become who I am, and he taught me there's some things in life you just can't calculate. He'd say, "Rachel, we have to do our best and let God do the rest." Now y'all know what a generous heart my dad had. He loved